This is a guitar that I bought on an online auction, and I have not looked inside the bag yet. All right. Ooh. Are you ready for this? Currently at the post office, about to drop off a package. Then after this, I'm going to the Salvation Army to pick up a couple of guitars. Because it's local pickup only, there's not a lot of bidding action going on. So I got a couple guitars pretty cheap. But I'm gonna go drop this off and go pick those up and see what I got. All right, goods acquired. One in the bag, one in the blanket. Let's go.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Will you be in the mobile app today? Please go ahead and order.
Can I get a big arch meal? Made it home. And this is what we got. Let's take a look here. This is the acoustic. Tanglewood, UK. A little beat up, but honestly, this looks pretty sweet. Look how gross this is. Oh man, crusty. Yeah. What even is this thing? Tanglewood Evolution PSJ CEVS. Interesting. And then the other guitar. I know what it is, but I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't cracked this bag open. So we'll pull this inside and see what we're working with. Comes in a gig bag though, that's promising. Whoo! Alrighty. Oh, so here it is. This is a guitar that I bought on an online auction, and I have not looked inside the bag yet. And it did say that it was parts only, so I don't think that it works. Yeah, let's take it out, see what we got, and test it out. All right. Ooh. Are you ready for this? Oh man, this thing is nasty. Actually, wait, this is sweet. Yo, this is so dope actually. For a cheap little Starcaster, so check it out. So this is a Starcaster by Fender. One of those guitars that are like even more cheap than the Squiers. It is a made in China. By the serial number, I think it's a 2010, but it's got this kind of gross, I don't know, there's like some like brown color in between the pickups. So it definitely needs a clean, but I don't know if you could tell, but the paint has like this spark, it's like black sparkle. It's like actually a really cool paint job. And it's got the same thing up on the headstock. So yeah, I mean, let's plug it in and see if it works. Oh my. Well, it does work. It's out of tune beyond belief right now. The potentiometers or the pots here, they're not like noisy. They all work. The selector's not noisy, it works, it's bent, so I'll figure that out, but not bad, honestly. And yeah, let's get this thing restored to its proper glory. It is the next day, and I'm just now getting around to this. I had an idea. One of the things about these guitars is they used cheap components to put them together, So my thought is possibly that there is a humbucker route in this body, because they probably used the same body for all the variations, and I know that they did make a humbucker version. So I'm going to get the strings off of this guitar first. I want to see potentially what we got underneath this pickguard here and take a look at the body cavity, because if there is a humbucker option, I've got some humbuckers sitting up in my workshop that we might be able to put to good use on this thing. And I also have other pick guards that we could put on this thing. I got a couple green options potentially. I've got a white pick guard. I'm not really a big fan of this pearl color, so let's get these strings off here. Screwdriver is not small enough. I'm back with my small screwdriver kit. Good Lord, they got these things torqued on there. These little screwdrivers are really hard to grip. I'm gonna take one of these cloths, do one of these. Back plate's off. A lot of crust. A lot of crust in here. So I learned from my last video that the angle in which I shot the sort of project we were doing on the Artcaster, couldn't really see what I was doing half the time because the autofocus kept focusing in on my pale, skinny arms. So that wasn't really helpful. So trying out different things. So this table's a little small, and I know I don't have a towel down or anything, but this guitar is already sort of scratched up, but I'm being careful. So we got the strings off. Now let's pop this off. Okay, now we can see what is underneath. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, look at that. So we have two humbucker routes in here. Very, very nice. So we can do, if we wanted, a humbucker in the bridge and a humbucker in the neck and a single coil in the middle, and make this sort of like a super strat, which would be pretty cool. These are ceramic pickups, so you can tell by that big magnet, that single piece magnet that goes on these. So this is the cheaper between the, I think I said Alnico last video, and I don't know if it's Alnico or Alnico, however you say it, which are the slightly more better options. But yeah, just tiny, cheap components. They made these things and sold them basically for dirt cheap, like $100 probably. So the whole theory behind the Starcaster model was in like the early 2000s when they wanted to have something cheap, Fender did, and the Squires even were maybe a little bit too expensive. So they wanted to have even something cheaper where it would be like an impulse buy. So they partnered up with like big box stores like Walmart and Best Buy, Sam's Club, Costco, and then they sold these Starcasters for basically like $100. So that way It was cheap enough where if your kid was asking for one and you were at the store and you saw one, you would get it for Christmas or something and not be scared off by like the, you know, $300-400 Squire price tag. So, but essentially these things are just Squire guitars. I want to see maybe what some of these other pickguard colors might look like. See if we can use one of them here. So these are the Strat pickguards I have sitting around. We've got a mint green. It's not bad. Not huge into that though. I just want to see what matte black looks like. That looks pretty sweet actually. That looks really cool. It's definitely an option. Cream colored, sort of like an aged white. Oh, this is a naturally, you could tell if you look by the where the knobs was covering it up, it's a lot whiter. This is a naturally aged white pickguard. This is off of that 2008 Stratocaster that we did in the last video. And then I got this hog here, bright green. The reason I bought this one was because on one of my other black Strats, I had this idea of making it sort of like a Roland Space Echo themed, which is basically an effects box. You plug your instrument into it and it would record on the tape, and then it was sort of like an analog delay, but it had a really cool design to it. They ended up recreating it in pedals, like the Boss Space Echo pedal and stuff, where it had that same sort of design element, where it was black pedal with the green and silver. It looked really cool. But I bought this thinking it would be close enough, and this is just way too bright of a green to match that aesthetic. So I just have this now. And I don't know if it really fits on this. It's very loud. It's just kind of a unpleasant color. I don't know. Before we make any decisions and restring this, set it up and everything, let me get it put back together. I'll clean it up, and then we'll sort of regroup on what the plan is with this guitar. Another thing I want to check really quick before we go through all of this is the truss rod, and just make sure that it's not like not working. Feels good. I can feel it has pressure on both sides, so feels like it's still intact. And I was checking too, the neck, usually if you kind of like look down and see if it's warped or anything, and it doesn't look warped, it looks okay. So yeah, I think we're good. So let's get some of this gunk off of here, huh? I'll be honest, it doesn't look like this guitar was played much at all. It looks, you know, like it was just sitting somewhere collecting dust, but like there's no signs of wear really at all on the fretboard or on the frets or anything. Oh yeah, this is bent too. Let me fix that really quick as well. All right, let's take a look at it. We finished cleaning up the Starcaster and take a look. So a lot nicer. That paint does actually look pretty good, I think. And we have some decisions to make. Should we put a different color pickguard on here? Should we put some humbuckers in this thing? Should we put different pickup covers on it, leave it single coil, upgrade the bridge? I'm thinking we just black this thing out. Do black and chrome. We can have like a black pickguard, maybe do some chrome humbuckers and figure something out for that middle pickup there. And then just clean this thing up really nice, maybe put some black knobs on it and see what we're working with. And if nobody says anything, that's what I'm gonna do. So here it is, the Starcaster. Not a bad guitar. This will return someday. We will finish up this build, get this thing strung up, play it a little bit. But what should we do with this thing?